So next up, we have Michael Sidio from BBB of the Pacific Southwest with our introduction of our concentrator, Byram Frost.
Yes, thank you very much. So I have the privilege and the honor of introducing Byram today, who will talk about his family's business. So Byram, of course, embodies a legacy with a great family business, and I know that he's going to talk to you all about that. But when he asked me to introduce him today, I was really pretty excited for the opportunity because I probably wouldn't be a part of this group. BBB wouldn't be a part of this group. And in fact, the Better Business Bureau might not even exist in San Diego if it weren't for Byram and other members of the Frost family. And so I'll elaborate on that in just a minute here. Byram, of course, has been working for his family's business in some capacity since he was a teenager. He displays that character that you find in somebody who's accustomed to hard work and whose handshake is his bond, which is a really rare trait these days. I actually first met Byram when he was coming to the BBB, serving on our board of directors. And when he had first joined the board, I was basically a nobody at the organization. I was working in a more entry-level capacity there, and certainly not in the leadership team. But we'd have meetings at our office, and he'd come by for those. And you know, he had a smile and a friendly nod for just about everybody, because that's the type of person that he is. As I got to know him over the years, when I started attending our board meetings, and Byram, of course, serves on both the main BBB board and our BBB's foundation board, I got to learn how dedicated he is. In addition to being one of the leaders of his family's business with a truly impressive legacy, he's made time to give back to his community. At the BBB, he's helped guide our programs from scholarships, torch awards, and many other things. I've always found him to offer thoughtful, well-reasoned ideas that didn't fail to help make us better. When BBB San Diego was discussing a merger with the Better Business Bureau in Phoenix, Byram actually spoke up and wanted to make sure that the merger would continue to support a robust presence of the BBB in San Diego. In fact, that was actually the second time that somebody named Frost, the last name Frost, had looked after BBB in our community. Back in the early 90s, his father, Bruce, served on our board of directors at a time when BBB had basically become insolvent. It was at the brink of having to close down. It was at a crossroads. But Bruce and other members of the board of directors at the time rolled up their sleeves and turned things around. So twice over now, I can thank the Better Business Bureau can thank Bruce or Byram, so somebody named Frost, for our being here. So this was as much a thank you as an introduction, but that reflects Byram's giving nature. So it is my pleasure to introduce my friend, Byram Frost. Byram.
Thank you, Michael. That was very, very awesome. So as always, exceed expectations on every level. And Michael is doing a fabulous job over at BBB, and I really appreciate it. So I guess we're going to share our screen here. You guys all got it? Awesome. So interesting. Well, first off, let me start off with good afternoon, execs, associates, guests, and Robert. This is an interesting format for a concentration. I'll say that I've never done a presentation on Zoom, so let's hope it goes good. As Michael said, part of the leadership over at Frost Hardwood Lumber. My great-grandfather started it in 1911, and currently it's myself acting as vice president, my uncle Jim Frost is president, and our CEO, GT Frost, who's my first cousin once removed. So anyways, let's go here. Here is a photo of my family. We just did some family photos for the holiday season. So here I am, my wife Lauren, my daughter London, Harlow, and Arrow.
You gotta share your screen, Byram.
Oh, do you not see that? It says I'm sharing it.
See it?
I see it.
I see it.
I see it.
I
see it. I see it.
Okay, so there's the photo. So Frost Hardwood Lumber Company, again, started in 1911 by my great grandfather, and our mission is to find successful building materials distributor in Miramar, which brings about company profitability, new and repeat customer satisfaction, and a secure and rewarding employment experience. Here's a photo at our 100-year celebration of myself, my grandfather Al, and my dad Bruce. My dad and I were lucky enough to work together for about 6 years. And when he retired, I stepped into his position, and super grateful for that. I probably have the best working relationship with my dad, and he was eager and ready to retire, but he's always been there for me, and that's been really special. You know, with family business, you've got a lot of other aspects that come to play sometimes, and having him and his guidance have been super awesome. Here's some photos of, can you see this mouse?
Yeah.
So anyways, this, I'll even get a laser pointer out. This is a picture of our current yard at Miramar, but over here is our Market Street location, which was by Columbian Market in the Marina District. And over here would be currently the convention center and all this stuff. This is the railroad tracks, and the police headquarters would be kind of catty corner. And the city got us condemned out of there in '91, but we had our major headquarters there for many, many years. And that was the yard that I grew up going to. We lived over in Point Loma, not far away. And this was just really special. The building had a certain smell, and it was just, it was a really, really cool spot. And to this day, our customers come in and said, "Oh, I've been shopping with you guys since you're on Market Street." And so anyways, there's a lot of daily reminiscing on the history of the company, even in today, which is really special. And then down the left-hand corner is our current yard. With the consolidation, we just kind of picked a central location to have everything. And what's unique, it's got a rail spur, as did downtown. But if we need to bring in a rail car load or whatever, plenty of area to do our business. We've got a mill over here, which we can manipulate the wood into all kinds of different things to make people and dreams come true. And another picture of our yard downtown. And you can see this is a little more developed. You got the Marriott Twin Towers, but the landscape of San Diego has certainly changed over the years. And this is kind of fun to see how it was back in the day. And I just like this picture because it shows one of our old delivery trucks. And this actually has a chain driven wood spoked truck. And, you know, it's kind of just fun to look at that. And then today, obviously, we're in the new equipment, and we offer delivery services and all kinds of stuff to go through. So just kind of want a little bit about my experience as it relates to the family business. Once I was ready to go full time at Frost, they sent me out to Memphis to the National Hardwood Lumber Association. They have a grading school program. It's like a 3-month deal. And you learn how to basically know the value of a piece of lumber. And in that class, I met some really cool friends, one of which had a sawmill down from Memphis in Mississippi, and we went buck hunting and got my first buck. So that was something that I'll never forget, super cool. And then also met a really fun guy from India who I flew to India and went to his wedding. Their weddings last like 2 weeks out there, lots of gold, it's crazy. And got to see a really unique sawmill in India, and just an unforgettable experience. And then in town up at Palomar College, we have a great relationship with the cabinet furniture technology. So I figured, you know, we do a scholarship up there, and it's an amazing program. If any of you are interested in the hobby, the facility is just state of the art. It's amazing. So I took a couple classes with some guys up there and made some furniture, and just helped me and understand like what we're doing. And that's really cool. So I encourage anyone to check that out if there's any interest. And then as a kid, I've always liked trucks. So when I was in my early 20s, I got a Class A license, and I will still hop in the truck and go drive. I love that. And then I figured I might as well get my motorcycle license. I love motorcycles as well. And then I have a little passion for real estate. Here's the buck that I got, which is hanging in my office if anyone would like to come see it. I'm pictured here with a bow, but I missed with the bow, and I had to use another weapon to make it work. And this is Lance, who's my buddy, and Joe, and we got these 2 deers, and it was an incredible fall season, learning about lumber and harvesting meat for the family. So my work at Frost Hardwood started off with, we have a pretty large yard on Miramar. And I remember I was 15 years old. I show up to work, and not only did I sweep the entire yard, but I weeded everything. And I was just kicking and screaming to Dad, like, hey, why can't I drive the forklift? What? And so we have a union shop for our outside workers, and it was very old school. And so I endured that part of it, and it taught me some lessons, some great lessons about, you know, new and old ways of doing things. So, but nonetheless, it kind of added to my ethics and stuff that, you know, it can be hard coming into a family business. And so sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. And then I did some stuff in the mill and learned about sales and purchasing, accounting, credit. We're members of San Diego Wholesale Credit Association, NACM, with Greg, and they have an industry group, which I used to go to monthly. Now I attend probably a couple every year. And as Michael mentioned, BB board member, which is awesome. And that's a cool organization, which has seen a lot of change, and that's exciting. It's really similar to Frost in a way, because we know we have some of the same challenges. And then San Diego Yacht Club, I'm pretty active down there in civic duties, and kind of just, you know, the same thing. The family's got pretty deep roots there, and it's something else I enjoy. Going on to our products and stuff, we distribute lumber, hardwood, plywood, specialty softwoods, but then we also do these architectural products. Chem Metal Tree Frog, they're like, you know, high-end architectural laminates and metals. And then the Tree Frog is a wood veneer, but it's an engineered sustainably to make you know, a really fancy wood without using the fancy wood. So there's some advantages there. And then our line of high pressure laminates, which is, you know, they're used everywhere. So that's kind of an interesting part of our business. And then we do beautiful wood veneers like this. Again, not using the whole piece of wood, using a small piece. So there's some advantages there. You get the customer client gets what they want without using all of the wood. This is Ipe wood. It's become pretty popular from South America, but I wanted to show you this. This is one of our old member, John Rush, and he retired and bought this place in the Prescott Valley. And he's like, hey, Byram, I got to redo this deck, and you know, should we put some Ipe up there? I said, yeah, beautiful. Well, little did I know he'd have the perfect vista of this valley that shoots down. And what's cool about it is in the monsoon season, you'll get an insane lightning storm. And anyways, Michael, you might relate to this. This is just north of Maricopa County. And anyway, so I'm really excited for him to have a great spot to hang out, enjoy the wood and the views, and retirement. A little bit about my goals: to learn and progress with the hardwood lumber industry, keep the family legacy going, big shoes to fill, participate in the civic duties, and be the best facility for everything in hardwoods. So what's next? You know, we've got my uncle and cousin there. We've got some succession worked out. It's a little bit unknown when that's gonna start, but it's coming. And then product and service development. You know, we're in COVID, and there's things that we could probably do better. And so kind of looking at you know, what that might be, and you know, the opportunities that we have, that, you know, all this stuff. So that's exciting. And obviously the other niche markets, there's a lot you can do with the facility, and you know, just kind of fun to see opportunities, and of course have fun. I turned 40 in August, and you know, it's kind of a blow to turn 40, and it's like, what do you do? Our family goes to Catalina a lot, and found a cool little spot over at Two Harbors, and I had some party animals with me, and it was a really magical time. So it was cool and fun to be able to celebrate, and it was just as good, if not better, than normal times. And these are my children with a new puppy that we just got. His name is Rebel Stoke. We call him Rev or Revy. And he's just been a joy to the family. We had some little dogs that passed away about 6 months ago. So for anyone who's gone through that, it's you know, it's hard. And so we went through the process, family together, and picked this lovely dog, and he's just been a joy. And I just like to throw this up there. This is an old clipboard, and we used to have tally sheets, and, you know, going and counting the lumber. There's, you know, lumber's measured in board footage. And so anyways, really fun to see, you know, just a little piece of history. So I like this little clipboard. And that's that. And let's see. Did I stop sharing?
Byram, what kind of dog did you get?
He is an English lab, fox red English lab.
Beautiful. You're going to have to bring him over to play with my English black lab.
Let's do it. That's awesome. I didn't know I had one.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, Duncan and I are neighbors, so that's am I sharing my screen?
No. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yes, no, not anymore.
How about this?
Now we see it, yes.
Okay, so our website's not the best, but I just kind of wanted to show you, when you walk in, this is all open area. So if you ever want to look at wood, please come down and you can walk around and see all the different species of wood. We're stocking about 50 species, and those are domestic hardwoods as well as import, exotic, and all kinds. And you can scroll down here and see this palette of all the woods that we stock. So if you have any projects or anything, we've got a lot of stuff to hobby or do a project. One thing in the gallery view, Steve has some wood paneling behind him. Is Steve Hawley still on? Anyways, he had some paneling. We actually have that at our yard. So it's just kind of, you know, we've got all kinds of stuff, and we,
that's old school stuff. That's in my service center office.
yeah. So, I mean, we've got stuff. We've got the 2-inch flooring that all the, you know, all the houses in North Park have the old craftsman style houses, and we can make custom molding if you have a piece and you can't find it. And so we offer a lot of specialty services that you know, are really helpful if you need them. And you know, from flooring and all that stuff. So that's kind of what we're doing in a nutshell. And I appreciate everyone making the effort and listening to the presentation.
Thank you so much, Byram. And for those of you that haven't the opportunity to go to his facility, I'm kind of a nut when it comes to wood. I like the smell of it, and I'm a mixed media artist, so seeing some of that natural, incredible wood there is way different than somebody going down to Home Depot and seeing all that pine. It's a history lesson also. You know, you go there and you're greeted by Byram or one of his team, and they're happy to have you walk around the yard. It has so much history there. It smells wonderful. And I just keep looking at some of those live edge slabs that one day I just might actually have a countertop made from that. That's kind of my dream, Byram. Hopefully I could make that happen. So with that being said, Byram, how can we concentrate for you?
So, you know, I don't know. I think if you want to come by and visit, I've been mostly remotely working. I got type 1 diabetes, so I've just kind of been staying my distance. But if you want to stop by, that'd be great. And if you'd like me to be there, I'm happy to come in and discuss a project with you. So I'm here. However you want to concentrate, it's fine with me.
Thank you. And I do encourage those of you that haven't had a chance to go visit his wood yard to go that. It's really a great place to go.